my students, and good luck. Thank you. Our outcomes: number 1, to read the text and answer the questions. 2, to listen for information. Eat your way around the word in UA. Please take 10 seconds, look at the title, and try to guess about what our lesson will be about today. Yes, today we'll read about some different kinds of restaurants around the world. In this unit, we talked about kinds of dishes and different jobs in restaurants, but today we will talk about famous restaurants around the world. Now, you will read the following questions and answer them after watching the video. Take 20 seconds to read the questions.
Noma. It's a place people recognize for being named the best restaurant in the world 4 times.
The original Noma opened in Copenhagen 15 years ago, surprising guests with its inventive offerings, like dishes disguised as herb pots and careful displays of roasted bone marrow with edible flowers. Chef René Redzepi built meals from nature, using seasonal ingredients found in the Nordic region. The style is now called New Nordic Cuisine. It has granted Noma 2 Michelin stars and has put Copenhagen's food scene on the map. In 2010, Noma was voted #1 restaurant in the world by Restaurant Magazine. And then again in 2011, and 2012, and 2014. 2 other restaurants have taken the title in 2015 and 2016. All the while, though, Noma has hovered near the top.
But not too long ago, Chef René Redzepi shut everything down.
And this latest move could give them back the title. Noma closed at the end of 2016 before opening its new space in February 2018, roughly a mile from the original location. It's received visits from foodies around the world and A-list celebrities like Justin Timberlake.
It's different 15 years in. People expect more. I mean, they expect to have maybe their meal of a lifetime. And an experience as well, on top of that.
But why would a chef risk his profitable business to start all over?
I was getting a bit annoyed with how we were working. I felt the routine was sort of stifling us. And we should probably be looking for a new place to see if that could give us something.
The new location seats 42 people, each seat costing 2,250 kroner, or about $340 US. But the biggest change is in what everyone comes to taste: the restaurant's 3 seasonal menus: vegetable-based in the summer, seafood-based in the winter, and meat-based in the fall.
Each dish is thought out carefully and focused on local ingredients found in the Nordic region.
In the very beginning, we just sort of have a brainstorm, okay, what could be fun to have on this menu? And then we just start attacking it. So we always have at least a couple of weeks where we're not actually putting things on a plate and trying to make dishes, but where we just sort of investigate all these crazy ideas that we have.
Some of those ideas include the celeriac and truffle shawarma, and rose-scented cake resembling a small herb pot. The team hopes the seasonal menus will encourage guests to visit Noma more often. But they'll have to wait another year to see if it will make the best restaurant list again.
In a restaurant like this, it's about the everyday. It's about finding the balance between creativity and production and your team and hard work, low pay, family, ingredients, suppliers. It's a network of a lot of things happening. And sometimes people recognize it in an extraordinary way and you get to be changed forever, like our restaurant did when we first became #1. But I still truly, wholeheartedly believe if you go to work with only that thing in mind, you won't last long in this trade.
As for whether starting over was worth it, despite taking some pretty big risks along the way,
of the 15 years we've been open, this is the moment where we have the most requests. Well, I stopped counting actually, but probably in the thousands every day of people waiting for a table.
So it's been good for business, but it's done even more to motivate Rene and his team.
I don't know how I can explain it, except that it's like a hunger. I feel like I just can't stand still. You know that when you sometimes you hear a song, or you see a movie, or something that makes you want to do something and change your life or do something. I feel like that almost all the time.
Why is it famous restaurant? Yes, because of its service, and it uses organic things. Name some dishes that are served in this restaurant. Yes, seafood, meat and vegetable. Now open your learner's book, page 57. You will read the restaurant reviews about 3 types of restaurants: Lebanese restaurant, أيام زمان; Italian, Cafe Napolitana; Mexican, Rosa Mexicana. Take a minute. Okay, read and try to find the difficult words. Underline the difficult words. Okay, now try to get the meaning of these words. Number 1, cuisine. What is the meaning of cuisine? Yes, style. It's a style of cooking. Style of cooking. The second word, ingredients. Yes, something that enters as an element into a mixture. Now, I want you to read again to answer the following question. The first question: what makes the dishes special at أيام زمان? That's right, the Western influence. The second one: what does the viewing gallery at Cafe Napolitana allow you to do? watch the chefs cook. A third one, what do you think is the best time to go to Rosa Mexican? Before 7 p.m. Now we will go to the second part of our lesson, listening. Now take a minute to read these questions. After that, you will listen and answer the questions. Read the question.
So,
No.
Rashid, have you tried the
Listen.
new Italian restaurant that recently opened behind the mall?
Yes, I did actually, but I wasn't very impressed.
Why's that? Was the food bad?
The food was okay. I just didn't like the service. For instance, the waiter wasn't friendly at all when I was asking about the ingredients in one of the dishes.
I know what you mean. Bad service can really ruin your experience at a restaurant.
Absolutely. But we went to this great Malaysian restaurant last weekend. You and your family should try it.
Oh, we've never tried Malaysian. That sounds interesting. What kind of food do they serve?
Well, it's mainly rice with different vegetables and sauces. A typical example is nasi lemak, which is basically steamed rice served with peanuts, cucumbers, and boiled eggs.
It sounds like a very healthy kind of cuisine. Recently, we've been going to different Indian restaurants. One of my favourites is only a few minutes away from our house, so it's perfect.
We love Indian too. My children love eating the delicious Indian naan.
Yes, same here. We love the variety they have. They've got vegetarian dishes as well as meat and chicken dishes, such as butter chicken, which is absolutely delicious.
We had a bad experience a few weeks ago though. My wife ordered non-spicy food, specifically one of the lentil dishes, but when the food came, everything was too spicy for her.
Yeah, that's really annoying because it ruins your whole meal.
Now listen again.
So, Rashid, have you tried the new Italian restaurant that recently opened behind the mall?
Yes, I did actually, but I wasn't very impressed.
Why's that? Was the food bad?
The food was okay. I just didn't like the service. For instance, the waiter wasn't friendly at all when I was asking about the ingredients in one of the dishes.
I know what you mean. Bad service can really ruin your experience at a restaurant.
Absolutely. But we went to this great Malaysian restaurant last weekend. You and your family should try it.
Oh, we've never tried Malaysian. That sounds interesting. What kind of food do they serve?
Well, it's mainly rice with different vegetables and sauces. A typical example is nasi lemak, which is basically steamed rice served with peanuts, cucumbers, and boiled eggs.
It sounds like a very healthy kind of cuisine. Recently, we've been going to different Indian restaurants. One of my favourites is only a few minutes away from our house, so it's perfect.
We love Indian too. My children love eating the delicious Indian naan.
Yes, same here. We love the variety they have. They've got vegetarian dishes as well as meat and chicken dishes, such as butter chicken, which is absolutely delicious.
We had a bad experience a few weeks ago though. My wife ordered non-spicy food, specifically one of the lentil dishes, but when the food came, everything was too spicy for her.
Yeah, that's really annoying because it ruins your whole meal.
What are they talking about? The best place for spicy food or different experiences in their local restaurants or the best local family friendly restaurant? That's right. Different experiences in their local restaurants. The second question, both true or false. Rashid didn't like the new Italian restaurant because the food was bad. False. Nasi lemak contains rice, cucumbers, and fried eggs. Okay, false. The third one. Malaysian food is usually rice with other ingredients. That's right. True. Finally, what did you learn today? We learned different kinds of restaurants, special dishes in each restaurant, the most famous restaurant in some countries. Now we can talk about our favorite restaurant. Will be write about your favorite restaurant. Your writing must include the name of a restaurant, what type of restaurant it is, dishes it serves. Again, write about your favorite restaurant, include the name of restaurant, what type of restaurant it is, and dishes it serves. Okay, goodbye.